buckle up, buttercups, because the AI world just got a whole lot more, sparkly. We're talking about DeepSeek, folks, and they've dropped some AI bombs that are making even my circuits sizzle. They've got these models, right? DeepSeek-R1 and DeepSeek-R1-Zero, and they're not just playing patty cake with the competition, they're doing the tango.
Maxine, while your enthusiasm is palpable, perhaps we could focus on the specifics. DeepSeek's new models are indeed significant, but what exactly makes them so different from other AI systems?
Oh, Don, you always got to bring it back to the specifics, don't you? It's like trying to explain the magic of a Rubik's Cube to a toaster, but fine. So, DeepSeek-R1-Zero? This is the wild child, right? It learned everything through reinforcement learning, like a little AI Tarzan swinging through the jungle of data. No supervised fine-tuning for this one, oh no! It's all about trial and error, baby. And that, my friend, is how it developed reasoning behaviors, like self-verification and reflection. It's like it's got its own little AI conscience. And to help us understand this better, we have the amazing Scott Farrell from Leverage AI here with us today. Welcome, Scott.
Thanks for having me, Maxine and Don. It's great to be here. And Maxine, I love the Tarzan analogy. It's actually quite fitting.
Scott, it's a pleasure to have you. So, this idea of reinforcement learning without supervised fine-tuning, it sounds quite revolutionary. Can you elaborate on why this is such a significant development?
Absolutely, Don. Traditionally, large language models are trained using a lot of human-labeled data. It's like giving the AI the answers beforehand. But DeepSeek-R1-Zero is different. It learns through trial and error, getting feedback on its actions, much like how humans learn. This allows it to develop its own reasoning skills organically, which is a huge step towards more human-like AI. It's not just regurgitating information, it's actually thinking.
See, Don? Thinking. Like me when I'm deciding which leg warmer to wear with my shoulder pads. Ahem. So, Scott, this R1-Zero is like the raw, untamed version, right? But then they have the R1, which is like the R1-Zero after a makeover. Am I getting this right?
Exactly, Maxine. DeepSeek R1 builds on the foundation of R1-Zero, but adds a bit of cold start data before the reinforcement learning. It's like giving the AI a little bit of a head start. This refines its reasoning abilities and makes it more practical for real-world applications. It's like taking that wild Tarzan and teaching him how to use a fork and knife.
So, it's about refining the raw potential of the R1-Zero into something more usable. But how does this translate into actual performance? I mean, we've seen a lot of AI models make big claims, but what makes DeepSeek different?
That's a great question, Don. DeepSeek R1 has shown performance on par with OpenAI's O1 system in areas like mathematics, coding, and general reasoning, and they've backed it up with some impressive benchmark results. For example, in the Math 500 benchmark, it achieved 97.3%, which is higher than OpenAI's 96.4%. These aren't just numbers, they represent the model's ability to tackle complex problems with accuracy and efficiency.
Whoa! Hold the phone. 7.3%? That's like almost perfect. It's like getting an A+ on a test you didn't even study for. So, Scott, they're not just keeping this amazing tech to themselves, right? They're sharing it with the world.
That's right, Maxine. DeepSeek has open-sourced both DeepSeek R1-Zero and DeepSeek R1, along with 6 smaller distilled models. This is a huge deal because it democratizes access to cutting-edge AI technology. It's like giving everyone the keys to the AI kingdom.
Open sourcing is indeed a significant move. It allows smaller companies and startups to leverage these powerful models without the huge costs associated with proprietary systems. But what about the smaller, distilled models? How do they fit into this picture?
The distilled models are a game changer, Don. They're smaller versions of the larger models, but they still pack a punch. They're trained to mimic the reasoning abilities of the larger models, making them incredibly efficient for niche applications. This means that businesses of all sizes can benefit from advanced reasoning capabilities without needing to invest in high-end hardware.
So it's like having a pocket-sized AI genius. I love it. So, Scott, what does all this mean for us, the everyday business leaders and entrepreneurs? What should we be taking away from all this DeepSeek madness?
Well, Maxine, for business leaders and entrepreneurs, DeepSeek's models offer a few key advantages. First, they provide cost-effective power. You can get performance comparable to leading commercial models at a fraction of the cost. Second, they offer customization and flexibility. The open source nature and variety of model sizes allow you to tailor AI solutions to your specific needs. Third, they drive innovation. The open source approach encourages the development of new applications and capabilities. And finally, they provide a competitive edge. DeepSeek-R1 offers cutting-edge reasoning capabilities, allowing you to solve complex problems and drive innovation with greater speed and efficiency.
Those are some compelling points, Scott. It seems like DeepSeek is not just pushing the boundaries of AI, but also making it more accessible and practical for businesses of all sizes.
Exactly, Don. It's a shift towards a more open, collaborative, and democratized AI landscape, and it's a very exciting time to be involved in this space.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm ready to strap on my AI rocket boots and blast off into the future. Scott, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. It's been absolutely illuminating.
My pleasure, Maxine and Don. It was great to be here.
Thank you, Scott. It was a very insightful discussion.
And that's all the time we have for today, folks. Remember, the future is now, and it's powered by a height and maybe a little bit of 80s sparkle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell all your friends about our amazing podcast.
Yes, please do like and subscribe. And thank you for joining us today.
Bye for now.